Yo guys, how you doing? It's me again, Morata Dave. Welcome to this channel. In this tutorial, we're going to be talking about types of hackers, type differences between ethical hackers and cyber security, and a lot more coming up on this tutorial. Before we start, don't forget to hit the subscribe button and click the like button for more content, so you can get notified if I upload any video on this channel. So let us start with hacking itself, its origin. What is hacking? Hacking is the art of gaining unauthorized access to a system, to a network, to resources that are not to be revealed to normal users, to the masses. So that is basically what hacking is. Now let us see the type of hacking. We have the black hats hacking. The people that perform this type of hacking are called black hat hackers. Now, black hat hackers are the bad guys in the cyber chain. They're the guys that steal credit card details. They are the guys that perform all manner of illegal hacks on the internet. They are the guys that cause cyber crimes. They are the guys that do a lot of damage on the internet to users, to people, or to any other hosts. We go to the white hats or ethical hackers. These are the good hats. These are the good hackers. That is they are the ones that hack for legal purpose, to find vulnerabilities in a system, in a network, to find weakness, to find they don't when and the good part of it is that when they find these vulnerabilities or this weakness, they give the report to the cyber team, which then patches the vulnerability. So they have good mindsets in their hacking. Now we go on to the grey hat hackers. The grey hat hackers are the bad guys let's say bad guys. They are half bad guy and half a good guy, yeah, as you can see. So they are the ones that have the different hacking mindsets in different time. So maybe it's like you can say that today they might have a black hat hacking mindset, and tomorrow they might have a white hat hacking mindset. So they just vary between short period of time. So these are they. So in summary, black hat hackers are the bad guys in the cyber chain. White hat hackers are the good guys. And if I didn't mention, the ethical hackers are being employed in companies by companies, by organizations to exploit their system. Now you might be wondering, why will a company employ an ethical hacker to hack them? Yeah, if a company is hosting, if a company has any information on the internet, and those internets can be exploited by other type of illegal hackers, that's the black hat hackers or the grey hat hackers, if the white hat hackers they do not exploit them. So basically what is that the white hat hackers, they hack the company to find vulnerabilities, then they report those vulnerabilities or those weaknesses to the cyber team. The cyber team then patches them vulnerability. So when they patch the vulnerability, so nothing can be exploited anymore. So these are why they are employed in companies. So we move on to what is ethical hacking. We have seen this in each channel. We're going to be specializing on ethical hacking independently. So ethical hacking, also known as penetration testing or intrusion testing or red teaming, has become a major concern for businesses and governments. Yeah. Companies are worried about the possibility of being hacked, and potential customers are worried about maintaining control of personal information. Necessity of computer security professionals to break into the system of the organization. So this is what ethical hacking is. The good part of ethical hacking: they hack to find weaknesses, they hack to find vulnerabilities, and when they find them, they report them to whoever is in charge of patching the vulnerability. So they don't hack for illegal purpose, they hack legally. And we now move on to what cybersecurity. Cybersecurity, you can imagine this in a sense, in a scenario of a football pitch, football players, where you have the attackers or the strikers, then you have defenders or the goalkeeper, on the goalkeeper rather. The attackers or the strikers are the ethical hackers, while the defenders and the goalkeeper are cybersecurity. Why the cybersecurity defends cyber attacks? The ethical hackers or hackers attack the network. They attack the network to find. They attack the network in an unauthorized way. So we are the attackers, and the cybersecurity are the defenders. Now, cybersecurity standards are security standards which enable organizations to practice safe security techniques to minimize the number of successful cybersecurity attacks. Cybersecurity refers to the technologies and processes designed to protect computers, networks, and data from unauthorized access, vulnerabilities, and attacks delivered via the internet by cyber criminals. Yep. So cybersecurity is important for network, data, and application security. Cybersecurity, like I said, they are just they defend against cyber attacks from external sources, from hackers. So they just defend against breaches in your database. They defend against anything that can cause harm on the internet, or anything that can expose vital information on the internet. So we now move on to what are the differences between ethical hacking and cybersecurity. Ethical hacking, also known as the offensive part of ethical hacking, the red teaming, the attackers, while cybersecurity, also known as the defenders, the blue teaming, and the defenders in the cyber chain. Yeah. So now let us see what are the branches of ethical hacking. We have the web hacking, the system hacking, the wireless network hacking, and social engineering. We start with the web hacking. Web hacking, that is website hacking. This is the process where an attacker tries to find vulnerabilities and loopholes in a website or a web server or web pages. He tries to exploit them so that his malicious code can execute, or he can perform any malicious activity. Either he can breach the database, or whatever intention he has. He just tries to find the weakness, then exploit them. System hacking, this is the process where an attacker hacks into mobile devices, hacks into computer systems, hacks into electronics or whatever devices that is the hardware devices rather. You can say system hacking is also known as hardware hacking. And they use codes, Python, JavaScript, C++, and whatever malicious code they use to break into the system. We go to wireless network hacking. This is the art of hacking into wireless networks, Wi-Fi's, your router, your home router, your Ethernet, your wireless printers, and whatever Bluetooth devices and whatever wireless network you have in your home or you have anywhere. We go to social engineering. Social engineering is the branch of ethical hacking, or rather you can say hacking generally, because all types of hackers perform social engineering. Now, you can imagine this in this way. While hacking is done while just staying on your computer and trying to find weakness, trying to execute your malicious code, social engineering does basically allows the attacker to walk around, to make his plan come true. Either he walks around open decks, look for safe password, inject his USB flash drives, all that sort of malicious activities that are not to be done. Like, they just require you to walk around, to go to places, to go inside companies, to extract information and whatever. And this and also under social engineering, we also have the where social media accounts are being hacked: Facebook hacking, Instagram hacking, LinkedIn hacking, Twitter hacking, and all sort of social media accounts, Snapchat and whatever. Now we go to the cybersecurity part, where we have the application security. Application security describes security measures at the application level that aim to prevent data or code within the app from being stolen or hijacked by attackers. It encompasses the security considerations that happen during application development, and design, and it also involves system and approaches to protect apps after they get deployed. Application security may include hardware, software, and procedures that identify or minimize security vulnerabilities. Yeah. You can think of it in this way: a router that prevents anyone from viewing a computer's IP address from the internet is a form of hardware application security. Okay, now we move on to the network security. Network security, while we have the wireless network hacking, this is just the reverse of the network security. They protect network devices from getting hacked. They protect these are network engineers. They protect Wi-Fi, home routers, public routers from getting hacked or getting DDoSed, or or whatever sort of malicious activity the hacker wants to do. We now move to digital forensics. Digital forensics. These days, the cyber criminals seems to be everywhere. Yeah, they lurk in the darkest corners of the internet, defrauding people, hacking, stealing, and hiding from authorities with virtual anonymity. Cyber criminals are wreaking havoc by unleashing ransomware attacks, stealing data, or even disrupting day-to-day government operations. Yeah. The good news is companies and government agencies are getting better at combating cyber criminals. So digital forensics are people who work with cyber security, like they fight against cyber crimes. They are people who collect, process, preserve, and analyze computer-related evidence. They help identify network vulnerabilities and then develop ways to mitigate them. Now, digital, it is anyone who uses internet benefits from digital forensics in cybersecurity. Yeah, because any company that collects data from internet users employ people who fight and investigate cybercrime, and that is for digital forensics. They just fight for cybercrime along in the internet. So we now go to intrusion detection system rather. Intrusion detection system, that is IDS, is a network security technology originally built for detecting vulnerability exploits against a target application or computer. Now we have the IPS, that is the intrusion prevention system, and its ability to block threats in addition to detecting them has become the dominant deployment option for IDS technologies. Now, as we said, that intrusion detection, you just try to should I say, block threats from hackers. Yeah, just try to block threats, try to detect threats from external sources, and they just try to block those threats. Now we now go to the other branch of cybersecurity, which is the data governance. Now, as you all know, data is just so special. Like, it is a valuable asset. Cyber criminals know the value of data and its power to make or break an organization. Consequently, organization must link data governance and cybersecurity to stay ahead of the game played by ethical hackers, or rather, should I say, black attackers. Think of data governance and cybersecurity as overlapping circles. Data governance involves an organization knowing what data it owns, where the data lives, and who owns and uses it. It also encompasses the processes of ensuring the integrity and availability of data as well as classification. So data governance, in summary, it just tries to protect our data online. Huge there over the days, over times, there are huge data breaches by attackers all over the internet. So data governance just try to protect our data from being breached or exposed to the internet. So guys, that's it for this tutorial, and I hope I've been able to explain to you. So in summary, we have the hackers, the black attackers, the white attackers, and the grey attackers. The black attackers are the bad guys, the white hats are the good guys, the grey hats, they are in the middle of the chain. We all know what ethical hacking is: hacking to find vulnerabilities, hacking to find loopholes, to find weaknesses, and reporting them to the cyber team so that they can get patched. We know cybersecurity is the defenders in the cyber chain, and I have specified the differences between ethical hacking and cybersecurity. So guys, thank you once again for giving me, thank you once again. So don't forget to hit the subscribe button and the like button rather, so you can get notified when I upload more content like this. Thank you, and thank you.